All right, ladies and gentlemen. Woo. Everybody having a good time so far? All right, ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause for our awesome founders and hosts for the evening, Vip Singh and Sahil Dhingra.
All right. Is my microphone on?
What about mine? I think mine's better.
How are you guys doing? You guys have a good time? Are you guys drunk? I sure am not. Okay, so welcome to Orlando, welcome to Xponential 2025, welcome to Infocom 2025. Infocom is the only place where 50,000 AV pros gather to argue which is better, Dante or HDMI. Every year. So my name is Vip Singh. I am the co-founder of XTEN-AV. Many of you already know us, and this is...
I'm Zavia AI, and today we're going to unveil a product that will absolutely blow your minds. Yep, hold that thought.
So who's excited? Who's excited for the big review? Are you guys excited? Is that a yes? I want to hear a yes. Is that a yes? Is that a yes from this side? You guys at the back. Are you excited? Okay, so we're gonna do it.
Well, we really want to thank all of you for being here this evening and making it awesome. We would also like to thank our sponsors, Alice, Panasonic, Yamaha, and ADI. We're very grateful for their support. And thank you so much.
Yeah, so we're gonna do this one more time. So how we're gonna do it is, I'm gonna say ready to launch, and you guys are gonna say let's go. And until we have the loudest cheer in the room, we're not gonna launch. Okay?
Yeah.
So let's do it. Ready to launch. Ready to launch. Woo! Ready to launch. Okay, let's do it.
Damn! Better than expected.
Let's do it, guys. Is the audio working? Okay.
Over the years, we've built rooms that think, systems that see, spaces that feel like magic. But behind the curtain of brilliance was noise. Endless tools, fragmented workflows, missed details, and repeated efforts. All this while, it wasn't about finding another tool. It was about finding the one that connects it all. Trained on your world, wired to move with it. Meet Zavia, AV industry's first AI agent. It draws, designs, delivers 10 times faster and clearer. Every drawing, every proposal, every wire traced and tracked. Every project aligned, every team in sync. From the first sketch to the final sale. It thinks, builds, and gets it done. It doesn't just help you work, it knows how you work. And then, Zavia works for you. Zavia, built for the ones who move first, crafting tomorrow, today.
So that's Zavia, guys. What do you guys think? So today we're not just launching a new product, we're launching a new era, the AI era. We're living through a revolution, much like the internet in the 90s and the smartphones in the 2000s. AI is reshaping the way we work, think, and build. And at XTEN-AV, we're not just embracing that change, we're leading it. That's why we built Zavia, AV industry's first intelligent AI agent, which knows how you work. It's trained over the years to understand your workflows. It understands the AV industry, and it gets your job done much faster in the blink of an eye, probably.
So Zavia can do different things, and it can automate a ton of your work. so it can sit back and smoke cigars. It can design different types of AV spaces. You can ask technical questions, so you don't have to go to those smart guys when you have this. It can also find mistakes and errors in your existing designs and drawings. It can generate drawings, proposals, project management assets from scratch. It can also give you insights about your business. It can generate instant reports about anything. You just have to ask for it. All of this while saving hours or days of work. And we didn't stop there. We have also built a full-featured mobile app with real-time team collaboration and much more. So every update, every feature built to help you work smarter and faster. Let's get to it.
Cool. So yeah, so I'm gonna start a quick demo. So just to get you guys going on what Zavia can do for you. So let's get started here. So this is the new XTEN-AV dashboard. Many of you who are our existing customers are familiar with the dashboard, which gives you an overview of all your work. This is a new dashboard. This is one of the new things which you're launching today. So it gives you a ton of information in a different way about how you're working on your projects. And there are these buttons for Zavia, which is basically the AI agent. It automates all these different things for you. So all you've got to do is click on Ask Zavia, or just say Try Now. And so these are the bunch of things which Zavia can do for you. So it can create a design from scratch. Just give some information about what kind of space you want to design, and it will create. It will suggest you products, and it will create a design drawing, 9 types of drawings and documents automatically for you. It can also create proposals using AI, so you don't need to create proposals from scratch. Just click off a button, and an entire proposal is created for you. You can upload an existing design, and it can check for any mistakes, inconsistencies in the design, and suggest you any recommended products just to make sure that you're not losing any money due to an improper design. Like Sahil said, it also gives you instant insights about your business, like how many products I sold from Atlas ID in the last quarter. And you can ask any of those type of questions on the fly, so you don't need to set up reports differently. You can also manage your dealer pricing. If you're an integrator, so you can upload your pricing, and Zavia will manage your pricing as well. XPro is our project management module. So Zavia can create your project management tasks using AI. So a ton of time is saved there as well. And general AV trivia. So Zavia is trained on the AV world, so it can answer any type of questions about any products, any design spaces, specification. Just ask anything about Zavia. Just ask anything about the AV industry. So I'm going to quickly show you how we can do a design using Zavia. So I just click on Create an Extra Design, and then all you've got to do is give a prompt. It's a LLM integration, but it's done very differently. It works in the XTEN-AV environment. It works on the AV industry environment. So let's say I want to give a prompt. Could you please design a 20-seat Zoom room with Panasonic displays, Atlas ID audio, Yamaha network mics, and Access network switches? Got to keep the sponsors happy. And then click Enter. So now, like I said, it's not a usual ChatGPT or any LLM integration. The results which you'll see on Zavia will be much different than any other LLM because it's integrated with our database. And we've used and built our own custom AI using machine learning and deep learning as well. So so it suggests a bomb as I expected it. I can give more information and give you more better results as well. So the Panasonic displays are there. The Atlas ID audio is already there. Yamaha microphones is there. And Access network switches is also there. I've been paid to do this. So yeah, you can do that. You can. That's a good question. So you just
Atlas seconds that.
just type it in and say that you don't want Crestron or whatever you want.
Control system.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't give a preference for control system. So if I would have said do a control system from Xtron, it'll give
Atmosphere.
Yeah. So the next step is you can do either an Xdraw design, which is a bunch of drawings and documents automatically created for you, or you can create a proposal or an Xpro project. So I'm going to do the Xdraw design. So it's pretty similar the way it works with Xdraw, so I'm going to give it a name. Xpro Final. And select a project and give the dimensions of the room. And create design. So now, based on the products which you have suggested, have been recommended by Zavia, it will now create 8 types of different documents for you from scratch using AI. So first thing, it will show you the BOM page if you click on it. And the first thing it does, it suggests the speaker zoning, how many speakers you should have on the amplifier channels. If you're okay with it, you'd say yes. And on the left here, you have the entire BOM. You can make any changes, the same Xdraw page if you've been using Xdraw before. So it's been integrated with Zavia now. So I'm going to say yes to this. So now it's going to make the drawing with these speakers and amplifiers and rest of the other stuff. And then all I've got to do is click on this button, and there you go, your entire drawing. This is not cool, huh? This is just the beginning. So it builds an entire drawing for you from scratch, and there are a bunch of other things which it can do. Like it will recommend you the accessories and the cables as well, which you should have if you want to make money on a project. So, so say yes to that, and it will fetch all the accessories which go along with the products which are there in the BOM, and also the cables. If you put in the dimensions of the room, it will also give you the length of the cables as well. Yeah, good things do take a bit of time, so just bear with me.
Thinking is good. 404 is not good.
Don't do a Tesla here, please. It's always the internet.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. So there are, so these are the accessories. I'm sorry, should have suggested Atlas here, but you guys didn't pay that much. Okay, so I'm going to select some accessories here, and then these are the cables. It gives you the length of the cables as well. It'll add the cables also. You select the ones that you need and say yes. So now it's going to update the BOM. And if I go back and if I check the BOM here, so all the accessories have been added in here. The BOM is complete. Now there are a bunch of other documents associated with this. So I've already shown you the line schematics. It also builds a signal flow diagram, which is basically all the pictures of all the products in the design and how the audio, video, and control signal flows in it. And it's auto-generated using AI. And it will create a rack elevation. Oh, got to click on generate first. It will build a rack elevation for you as well. So like I said, it builds all these different cable schedule with all the cable labels and even the cables which you actually need. So you just got to print it off and give to your installers. Ceiling speaker layouts with Atlas ID speakers in there. And yeah, so it builds all of that within a click of a button. It also generates a scope of work document automatically based on the BOM which you have. It also builds spec sheets of all the products which are there in your design, in your BOM. And there are these bunch of other things that you could do here. So what do you guys think? Cool. There's one more thing I want to show you. So it can also check, so I can upload an existing design, and it will check for any inconsistencies in the designs, if there are any inaccuracies, if I'm missing on important products. So like this is a meeting room design. It'll ask you do you want me to check this design? So you say yes, and then it'll probably recommend you, yes, it's a meeting room. By the way, you can build all kinds of room here, not just a meeting room. You can build classrooms, all the higher ed guys. You can build auditoriums. You can do all kinds of rooms here. So it recommends all these products. So probably, I think if I'm doing a meeting room, I should have a switcher and a DSP in here. So that's how it checks your existing designs as well. So make sure you're not making any mistakes, and then it'll do the same thing. Cool. What do you guys think? So that's the design part. Thank you. So I'm going to call on stage Mr. John Ivy from Atlas ID to say a few words.
I think Tim just left.
And Bryce Nordstrand from ADI Global. So, want to grab a mic?
Sure.
Guys, give a good round of applause. John Ivy, President and CEO of Atlas ID, and Bryce.
I'm just with ADI.
Yeah, you're the ADI. I just met you.
Told about this like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah. I swear to God, I've never seen a Shark Tank presentation in person. Very good, guys. It was okay. Let's talk about the audio system real quick. Not mine. Just look up. Not mine. Okay. So real quick, I'm not going to talk about this. I will talk about it a little bit. So Atlas, we do not compete with consultants or design houses or design build guys, but what we do get is a bunch of people saying, hey, I have a gas station in Louisville, Kentucky, and I need 4 speakers installed. Can you guys help? And we just want to be a good company, so we don't want to throw that over the fence and just say no. So we have, we use now these guys' software to do those basic designs and kick them back to customers with then a recommendation of the local Atlas IED dealer installer. And it works out really well. We're kicking out, I don't know, you guys probably know better than I do, how many kind of low super level designs of just stuff. We don't want to be a bad manufacturer, but we don't want to do this stuff. And we also it gives us a baseline of if it's a legitimate job, then we kick it to our integrator in the territory that we work with or the rep firm. So it kind of feeds that funnel. I met these guys 7 or 8 years ago. How long has this been? 7 years. It's been 7 years ago in Amsterdam. The company they pitched was called 10X, which turns out you couldn't own. It was it's owned by ByteDance. And they were 2 young guys. I would want to call them kids, but they weren't. They were 2 young men that had a vision, and I wasn't sure they would pull it off. So to be invited tonight and to be asked to be a sponsor, it's been truly impressive what you guys have done. It is. So yeah, congratulations, guys. We're happy to be part of it. You've saved me a bunch of money. You put my stuff in a bunch of designs, so I really am thankful to be your friends and part of this.
Thank you, John.
Well, I don't have anything like that to say. So I've actually just met these guys recently, probably about 7, 8 months ago, as part of the ADI acquisition of Snap One. So that's when I joined ADI. And what I will say is part of ADI's challenge in the market is just the sheer number of products that we carry. It's hard to, as an integrator, to know what do I use for what, right? How do I get this proposal out quickly to get back to my client? And so these guys are obviously looking at what they've debuted today. They're changing the game, right? And that's something that ADI is constantly looking to do. And we're happy to be a part of that and to help them go down that path. And we're happy that all of you came out to support them, and we hope you use the products that we support. So thank you, everybody, for coming. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, John. That was great.
Okay, so the next bit, I'm going to hand it over to Sahil, and he's going to do the proposal and the X-Pro part.
Thanks, Ed. All right. So once the designs are done, you have to make money, right? Can't just send a design, expect them to pay. I hate these HTMIs.
That's why Danda is better.
Okay, now, what I'm going to do is just ask, can you create a proposal for this? So it's going to ask me if I would like to use my typical margins, discounts, and labor that I use, because it learns and saves all of that. I can roll with it, or I can just customize that. I'll just roll with it.
What's a discount?
Ask the higher ed guys. It's also going to ask me if I want to use my default template or select a different template. Easy stuff, no rocket science there. Give the document a name. Select an account, hit create. Your name's everywhere. All the demo accounts have your name.
It's amazing when you pay the bartender.
So all it takes a few seconds, I'll fill it up with a joke.
How many tabs is too many tabs?
I'll still do it. What's blue? What's blue and smells like red paint? Blue paint. There you go. You get discount. So it has created a proposal, what we were expecting, thank God. Left side's all the sections, all that good stuff. It will have your rooms and items, so you'll see everything from your bill of material has been pulled here with all your pricing, margins, and alleged discounts, labor, all of that stuff. You will also have your internal view, which will of course show your margins, and you will have your client view, which will not have the margins. You also can do sign-off. So we have digital signatures built in, as you all know. So that part remains unchanged. So yeah, you send out the proposal, do all that good stuff. I'll move back here. Once you're done with proposals, now you want to execute. You want to start managing this project. So can you create an X-Pro project for this? Yep. I'll pick a proposal. Just pick anything. So I can assign any resources I want here. Start date, end date. So what it's going to do is it's just going to create a bunch of tasks and with different views. And so the AI knows what kind of task this project, based on the material it has, what kind of task it will need to create. So we'll just have all of those lined up for you. You just assign those to different people.
Disclaimer, AI can make mistakes. So
that's just a joke. There you go. So as you can see, it has created all of these tasks, and you have different views. You have Kanban view, you have list view, you have Gantt charts. And so we open one up, and you could just assign it to any person. And if this task is dependent on another task that needs to get done before, you can link that one, and then just click update, and you'll be able to see it in the Gantt charts right here. You can see this line, it's linking these two tasks. Easy stuff, you'll be able to do it. I bet you will. You guys are smart enough to do that. So the next thing, we just got a couple more things left before we move further. So, oh yeah, let's show them the reports. So like I mentioned earlier, it can generate any reports for you, any insights. So you don't have to click insights. Those are just suggestions. So let's just say I'll write, what's the total value of...
You guys can see the screen?
Extra designs with Atlas ID products in 2024. You can just ask anything.
So you can ask how much sales I did in the last year, which salesperson did what amount of sales. So you can just ask anything on the fly. You don't even need to schedule any reports. You just ask and it delivers.
So you can see it gave you an overview of all that. It gave you the number. Don't worry, John, the number should be a lot higher. This is just a test account, so it's only $7,000. Yeah. So, and then there, it will give you a detailed file with, breakdowns and all of that. So the LLM is interacting with our database to pull all that and it converting it into meaningful data. And you can schedule these kind of reports as well. You want this report every 14 days or every month or quarter. You can do all of that. Now, one more thing is we have chatter. So we don't want you guys to do the effort of pulling all this out, putting in Microsoft Teams or Slack and talk to each other. You can do it right here. So create a channel and you can talk about the project or football or anything. So let's just say I want to share some project files right here. So just click and share. You can just include any people in your team in this channel and just send stuff, easy stuff.
It works on the phone, mobile as well. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
like pretty
totally.
convenient.
Yeah.
Would that include external customers?
I'm sorry?
Would that include the customers?
No,
Not-
this is your team only.
So if I'm working with a consultant or another integrator, how do I include them in this?
You might have to just add them as a user.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
So how do we make your AI smarter? So you listed an AZM4 up there, something I make, right? And you listed an amplifier that I make, but we have a powered AZM. So my team would have came back and said, this is right and it works, but there might be a better solution. How do we close that loop where we help
Just
you
tell the
guys?
LLM.
What's that?
Just tell the LLM that I want this. This works better. So in future, it will.
I'm not doing that.
No,
No,
the
it just-
users have to make
the
AI
us-
smarter.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I understand, but is there a way that manufacturers, sponsors in this room can help make
Yes.
your, so
Give
can
us-
I make a suggestion?
Give us more money, yes.
Provide us,
Sorry, go ahead.
anonymous,
Yeah, it does do. It does that. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
but what I'm saying is, so it quoted two of my things, right? Two of my things, they don't have to buy two things. It could be one thing. How does my company tell them that there's a new, better option than what the AI is pulling?
Just-
How do I tell you that?
So a lot of the recommendations are based on our own internal AI and algorithms. It's
Right.
not all LLM based. So we can configure all of that as per different manufacturers. It's just that we've got to work more closely with you
Make
guys.
a suggestion?
Yep.
Yeah.
Talk with manufacturers about getting them anonymous, because trust me, please do not
Yeah.
give this information to manufacturers.
Mm-hmm.
They're the devil. But give them some anonymous samples every month that the
Okay.
manufacturers can review and then close that loop and say, yeah, this is right, or we would recommend something different.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it
Yeah.
does. It definitely does.
Yep. You have a question?
Can you give it budget constraints? Like if you have a customer
Yes.
that's like, I want to do X, Y, and Z, but like I can only, like your Zoom room, like I
Yep.
want to make a Zoom room, I kind of have a blank.
You can just write what you want, and
Yeah.
it'll do
I
that.
only have $20,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can do that.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah. You'll see more of this. You've got to invite some people.
Oh, yeah. So with this, I would like to invite Petra from Panasonic, or if she wants to bring someone else. And Joe Wei. I should have just said Joe. Everybody knows you anyway.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right?
It's like deja vu. What? It's like I was up here 24 hours ago. I know. I was up here 24 hours ago giving X10 an award for the best design software in higher education. Exactly
Yes,
why I
he
was up on
was.
this stage. What's Panasonic? I've been having this desire to go to Osaka lately.
Come on by, baby. Come on by.
Petro, take the stage, because I have no idea why we're up here.
Well, I just got to say that this is truly a game changer. Kudos to you guys. And thank you, by the way, for partnering with Panasonic Projector and Display Association of Americas. God, I can't even speak tonight. Thank you for partnering
stop
with
changing
us.
the name of your company, and you might know how to say it.
Go figure, huh? All right, I deserve that. But thank you for partnering with us to help us get a lens finder for all of our interchangeable lenses in this engine as well.
Hi, Sam.
And that's going to
I'm just
solve a
reading
big
this line.
problem for us. So we appreciate this. We appreciate what you guys do. You guys just changed the game. Congratulations.
All right, I'm gonna echo every. Don't you leave, Petro.
Joe, I wanna ask you from the higher ed perspective, how XTEN-AV is helping you, your team, and why you think it's the best design software.
So here's the thing. So as an end user, according to, I know Tim was here, who earlier said today during the HETMA Education Summit that we're the most important people at Infocom because he's good at pandering to the crowd, and I will too. But so here's the thing: is as an end user, we use X10, and I've been ever since Sahil and I were sitting on a top roof deck in Barcelona, and then having crab at UC Berkeley, and he's always said, hey, how can we make sure that everything comes to you in a way that makes sense, to where you know that the products and the designs work for making sure that you can go to your integrator partners and you can go to your manufacturer partners and have the right design, the right things that you can support. Because as a higher ed, we have our own customers, even though we're end users. And the thing is we have to be able to support everything after you all leave the building, right? And so making sure that we can do those designs and we can take them in-house and then bring them to our manufacturer and integrator partners so that we can now support that is what's most important. And do it because I need to be able to bring costs down. I don't know if anyone's heard this, but there seems to be like some tariffs and some financial things that are going on. I don't know. So I need to be able to bring those costs down and make it effective for me, and that's why we rely on X10 to be successful. And it like we could not survive without it. So 100%.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you guys told me when we first met, Petro, we're on a mission to make AV fun. I think you guys just made AV fun.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Okay, so we're towards the end of the demo. So there's just one quick and big thing to show. So we're launching a full-featured mobile app. So now you can carry your entire AV project, AV work on your phones in your pockets. So this is the app. So it's integrated with Zavia, so it has access to XDraw, all the design stuff which you do, XDoc, all your proposals are in here, and even XPro, all your project management stuff is in here. There's even a field view here. So like if you want to give this to your field technicians, so they can have this view, and if you want to give it to office users, they're going to have this view. And yeah, and Zavia is integrated in here as well. And basically it works with voice commands as well. So I'm going to quickly show you how that goes. So could you please design a meeting room with Panasonic products, please? And Atlas ID as well.
With no Crestron.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to do no Crestron, please. And no Crestron, please. No restaurant. Yeah, it's my accent. You guys are bad. Okay. So it will build the entire design. You can just voice prompt it, and you just type it, and it'll do the same things for you. Whatever you can do on the web, everything you can do on the phone as well. So it does exactly the same thing. It can also draw. Yeah, let me. Thank you. It can even, it works on iPads, it works on tablets as well, so you can carry your work wherever you're going, whether iPhone, iPad, or any other phone. And you can view your drawings in here, pretty much everything.
Do you have a
Yeah.
method to save prompting?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you have a method to save our prompting?
No.
No.
That's a good question, though.
No, not really. It just like how you talk to your friends. Just be more human. That's
Yeah.
it.
So it'll show you the line drawings.
I'm thinking
And the
from an enterprise perspective, if I've got a basis for design, how do I train the LLM to utilize my basis of design, irregardless of who the user is inside the system?
Yeah, like a basic spec. Like you want to
Yeah.
create like a voice.
If I always want Atlas
Yeah.
and I always want Panasonic, how do I tell that
Just-
never give me anything else?
That's really
You,
Yes, it's
You
in the
could.
prompt. You just tell it in the prompt.
But I don't want it in the prompt because my end user is going to forget to put it in the
Oh,
prompt.
okay. Yeah, that's something we can customize probably in the future. It's just the first version. So yeah, and we can have all these discussions at our booth. We're going to be here for the next 3 days.
But that's kind of an important one because it
Yeah.
becomes like the basis of specification. So you don't want to recreate that every time.
Yep.
That's a really good idea.
just because he said Atlas.
Take the free ideas and capitalize on them. Like,
Yeah, you can do
Yeah.
that. You can
You'll
do
be
that.
able to do it starting tomorrow.
So the last people I want to call on stage is Dan Farisi here from Commercial Innovator. No, so you're just going to call the Yamaha.
Yep, let's go with the Yamaha guys.
Eric from Yamaha.
Which Yamaha?
The motorcycles.
So yeah. Yeah. So Eric, what do you think?
Well,
Is it working?
well, thankfully we're all one Yamaha now, officially. So we just want to say we're very excited. Obviously, being Yamaha, as everyone knows, we sell a ton of stuff. Everything from network switches, mixing consoles, speakers, microphones. I think you guys all know, even boats. But with such an expansive portfolio of products, it's always hard for customers to expect everything we have and everything we have. So we really appreciate you guys. I think everyone that's a manufacturer here can also see that being a manufacturer is always in a tough spot where you need integration, you need line drawings, especially if there's very complicated audio specifications. So I think a program like this, an application like this, and using AI really helps us kind of take a lot of the burden off the manufacturers and really get the customers what they need. And thankfully, we're actually right next to XTEN at Infocom. Our booth is 4260. So please come by our booth, check XTEN out. And I think also a big part of this as well is that, another thing from a manufacturer aspect is we don't sell direct. I think a lot of manufacturers don't. So having all the customers' pricing in the platform and showing the real pricing, the margins, stuff that we can't show, really helps the whole sales cycle. So I think this is great technology. We're always trying to be on the leading edge of technology and innovation, and this really shows. And there's a lot of platforms out there similar to this, and we always talk about differentiators. What separates you from the competition, and this is a true differentiator. This separates you guys from the competition, and is something different no one else is doing in the market today. So we appreciate you guys. We appreciate the partnership. Hopefully a good week, and thanks for having us. Yeah, we really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great to have you. Thank you. Okay, guys. So yeah, that's the end. Sorry, tata, bye-bye. So in the end, I'm just going to say that every industry in our times are now moving towards AI domination. And as an industry, the AV industry, it's time for us to embrace that change as well. We can't be stuck in the legacy ways of doing business, doing projects like Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, CAD. While these tools give you a sense of control, but in reality, you're being left behind. because people who are using AI are getting faster, leaner, smarter, and winning more projects, winning more deals. And AI is the way to do it, and Zavia is the way to do it. Over to you, Sal.
Well, I know you guys have questions. Some curiosity is building up. And by the way, show me hands who has questions. Awesome. Hold those hands up for next 13 hours. I will answer each one of your questions at our booth. We're there for next 3 days, booth 4075. Both of us, along with our wonderful team, are going to be there for next 3 days doing back-to-back demos, answering questions. By the way, we want to give a big round of applause for our XTEN team. This would not have been possible without them.
All these guys.
And right there in blue shirts. What I could tell you is, for next 3 days, there's special discount. So come by our booth. Not that kind of discount.
We can grandfather you.
Well, there's going to be some. You're from higher ed, right? Yes. It's not your money. Anyways, so yeah, next 3 days, please welcome, come by our booth and check out everything. I mean, this was, a short demo. We'll be able to give you more details on everything we're doing. Thank you guys for coming here, making our evening special. You guys are awesome. Dinner is served. I know you guys are hungry. Dinner is served both sides, so you guys can line up on both sides, grab dinner. Drinks are still on. While you guys do that, I have my buddy, David. Round of applause for David. He's a professional musician. He's gonna keep us all entertained.
We were good, we were gold, kind of dream that can't be sold. We were